Well, g'day there, everyone. This is Chris McLean and Paul Warren, your friendly neighborhood digital agency owners, and we are here with our first episode of what we're calling the Insite Sessions. Paul is founder and CEO of Insiteful, Google marketing, digital marketing strategy, and website design agency. I myself, I am the performance and head of performance and growth for Insiteful. And we've been kicking around the idea of doing some sort of, maybe not a podcast, some sort of sessions where we can come on and drop value into the various communities and niches and audiences that we run as a business to talk about digital marketing, to talk about, as we say, how do you actually turn total strangers, complete random people on the internet into customers, and we say into 5-star reviews, which is really that ultimate version of success, whether that's marketing success or success as a business, is when customers love what you do so much that they rate you 5 out of 5. That's something that we work very hard to make sure we do for our customers, that we get our customers' websites, their marketing, their SEO, everything going so that they get that sort of review from their clients. And that's how we like to work as well. We like it when our clients rate us 5 out of 5, and that keeps us accountable. That means we got to do the right things by them as well to make sure that we're getting those sorts of reviews from our clients. So, Paul, what are we doing in these sessions? We've sort of randomly set this up today and said, hey, let's jump on and have a chat and talk marketing and talk Insiteful and share some value to the community, hopefully. So what's the plan here? What are we doing here on these Insite Sessions?
Yeah, so first off, thanks for setting this all up. It's been on my to-do list for years, but as you're running a business and you've got limited amounts of time, it's always been a challenge to get this happening. But as our team has grown and now I'm in a position to be able to start pumping out some content for people, I'm really excited to do this with yourself as well. We might give the people a bit of an introduction about our backgrounds and your backgrounds in a second. But basically, the goal of this is, I've been in marketing for 20 plus years, and same with yourself, and the amount of rubbish content that is produced out there is ridiculous, and it's just getting worse. So my whole goal with this, our Insite Sessions, is to produce really quick snippets of information, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, absolute maximum, so you can listen to this on your walk, or in the car, or wherever you're going, on the toilet if you insist. I
was going to say taking a shit, but yeah, probably.
But literally anything that anytime you've got some free time to pick up some good content, and every video will be very specific. So one video will be about content marketing on your blog, the next one will be about Google ads or SEO or websites or conversion rate optimization, and subtopics within that. And I'm sure there's millions of people doing this as well, but like I said, there's so much fluff out there as well. So for me, I just want to condense that into rapid fire kind of pieces of information where people can come along to Insite Sessions, grab that information, go and apply to their business straight away, do it themselves, or if they need some help, we can help them, and away we go. So I guess for me, the reason that now is kind of the perfect time to do this is, like I mentioned, I've been in business since I was like 17. I'm 40 something now. I sold my last e-com business that I launched when I was 18 to an ASX company in 2014. We sold millions and millions of dollars of product. Had a great team, had great fun, exited that business, launched Insiteful in 2015 or so. Now Chris is part of the leadership team and as well, and we've got like 20 other people here as well. So we work with business owners flat out all day long. It's going to be nice to be able to even bring some of them on and kind of talk about solutions and strategies and things they can do in their businesses, or stuff that we've done for them that then in turn can benefit other people as well. They're like, oh shit, I could do that in my business as well. And it's easy and it's simple and I understand it, and I'm not going to lose my house if I fuck it up, kind of thing. So
practical, tactical stuff that people running businesses like ourselves, as you're saying, don't have time to do marketing, don't have time to figure out the Google algorithm and SEO and all that stuff. But even more now, so much more over the last couple of years, people have realized that e-com stores, local businesses have recognized they have to be online. So what do I do? If that's me, what do I do? What can I do practically, tactically, if I don't have massive budgets? What can I do? What actions can I actually take to start getting people paying attention to my business in, a new ecosystem, essentially, right? If I've never marketed online before, never run a Facebook group, and now I have to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of stuff we're talking about, right? How can we give quick snippets of information that you can grab and go, great, I know how to go. At least set up a Facebook ad now, or set up my Google Analytics, or get better impressions or conversions on my website. A few things to look at. I think for me, that's the kind of stuff that we sort of hope to drop in these sort of quick insight sessions to give people quick takeaways they can actually go and implement in their businesses.
Yeah. I guess it's important for our audience to also understand your background, where you've been, what you're doing, how you work here at Insiteful as well. Again, this is obviously not a sales pitch, other than this episode, it won't be about us, and people actually, unless they're interested in, hearing about where you've nearly lost everything and then you've made it again and blah, 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 like all the trials and tribulations. But I think it'd be awesome if you could introduce your background. I know you've probably been at this longer than I have as well, because you're older and better looking, but older. So over to you.
Wow. Well, what to do with that? Those backhanded compliments. I've joined the Insiteful team a few months ago now. We're actually just chatting. We met online. We met, I think, via Facebook, and we got chatting. And Paul actually came on my other podcast. I do run another podcast, and Paul came on there, and we connected. And as tends to happen with co-founders and founders and bringing people into your business, when there's a right energy there, you go, is there an opportunity here to explore working together? And it turned out well, and we've been working together well the last few months. My background is saying sort of goes back to, I founded my first agency in 2002, kind of straight out of university, with my best mate. We grew that business up to a sort of multinational multi-seven-figure business, servicing clients like Peroni UK, BlackBerry. We launched a fleet of BlackBerry stores through Asia Pacific, Indonesia, Thailand. We worked with Etihad Airways, big major airline out of the Middle East. We worked with Coca-Cola, Nintendo. I mean, you name it. We worked with big top-tier brands. Built that business up to sort of, as I said, sort of multi-seven figures around 2010, 2012. Around that period, I actually moved the business over to the Middle East and ran it over in Abu Dhabi and Dubai for 6 years. Due to market fit, etc., I sort of exited that business and landed back in Melbourne in 2018, and then did a few other things. And I've sort of ended up back here with Paul. So my experience is kind of big global organizations. Paul's experience is local businesses, up to sort of mid-tier SMEs. So it's a good combination. It's an interesting combination for me to sort of bring that, I guess, that bigger global brand sort of experience back down to how do we bring these insights to good, solid Aussie-based local businesses and really help them to amplify their marketing, tap into their markets, spend their budgets in the best way possible, right, to get them as much attention as possible on the right things for their businesses.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting comment that you make, that like where you've been, kind of where we're at as well. So for me as well, there's such a big diversity. I mean, we've got public companies that we're now working with, right down to dudes that do landscaping. Do you know what I mean? So we love working with all kind of, and then your experience are obviously at the top end and around that as well. So it's very interesting. And the same with the rest of our team as well. We've got like Jay and Michelle and Rish and Dean, who have run their own successful businesses. So my intent is to bring them on as well and get insights. And again, I want the insights just to be about, okay, so here's a person with a local services business, and these are the strategies that Dean or Michelle or Jay or whoever would actually implement into your business to rapidly scale as quickly as possible. I think it should be like really exciting. I would also invite the audience that, hopefully a few people watch the first episode, and now that we've kind of given some experience talk about our experience of what we've done, put in some requests as well. So, hey guys, look, I'd like you to just like throw some content at me about like, hey, I'm getting started in SEO. What the hell do I do? Or, I want to run my own AdWords. What do I do? I've got a Wix website and I want to upgrade it to a WordPress site. What's the best process? How much should I pay? Again, like for me, in an ideal situation, I'm like, I'll give you the information and then we can help you do it. We can teach you how to do it yourself, or we can at least point you in the right direction to go and find a provider that you're comfortable with as well.
Yeah.
Like the last thing I want to happen is kind of, people are, I highly encourage people to do it themselves, but I also highly encourage people to seek the experts that they need that are going to look after them as well, which is what I pride myself on. I'm like, work with me or work with these people, but don't work with these people. So, I think it'd be, yes, I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a good time. I don't have much more to say than that, other than every episode, ideally, I'd like to give something of value away to each listener or a listener on the website, on each session. It might be like a free brand audit or a website audit or an AdWords audit or an hour or two with myself and Chris just to talk about your business. Again, nothing for sale. If you want to buy something from us, that's great, but happy to just help you out, give you some free value, some free time to really get you going. Like I believe very passionately, especially about helping up and coming entrepreneurs as well. Like I've probably mentored hundreds of people that have gone from nothing onto their own successful businesses. I've worked with people and they've gone on to, multi $100 million businesses and so forth as well. So something that drives me a lot. So thanks for being with us on this first episode. I look forward to sharing as much as I can, and I'm excited to do this with Chris as well. So anything else you'd like to say before we round out, Chris?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good wrap for this sort of introduction. Hopefully the folks at home have a bit of an idea about what we're doing. As I said, we're kind of figuring this thing out as we go. If you hadn't if you're listening and you hadn't worked it out yet, we really don't have a set structure for this yet, other than dropping in and adding some sort of value and talking about stuff that we see working in our business and working for our clients that you folks at home can drop into your own businesses. I think it might be cool to do some live audits. Perhaps maybe we could, if you're watching this, if you're in one of the groups that this gets dropped into, feel free to drop your website in, drop an ad campaign in. We can drop on and do a live audit of your websites. That could be pretty fun and funky. So yeah, that could be an option as well. We'll see how that sort of plans out in terms of formatting. But yeah, I think this hopefully gives you an insight at least into who we are and what we're doing and why we're here. And we can. Awesome. We're aiming to drop these every Tuesday around 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, or basically Melbourne time. We'll drop these every Tuesday afternoon. So that's where they'll be dropping here on YouTube and around in various groups on Facebook and the like. So if you're looking for them, that's when they're going to be airing. So feel free to drop in and check out the next episode. So yeah, that's probably a wrap from me and probably a wrap from Paul. And we'll catch you on the next one where we're going to get into something super exciting that you won't want to miss.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks. I'll see you in episode 2. Thanks, Chris.
Ciao.